guys are familiar with the bill. I'll remind you, it was a tax credit system for tech colleges. Senator Baumgardner.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Would like to make two amendments to that House Bill of 2315. The first is to take the contents of, do I have 374? Is that correct?
You can if you.
Just wanted to make sure, for some reason I wrote down 375, but in my mind it's 374. So I'm wanting to take the contents of Senate Bill 374 and place them into House Bill 2315.
And if I may, Senator, on your motion, you're leaving the contents of Senate Bill 2315, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. And you're allowing Amelia the opportunity to make edits to dates. Would that be correct?
Yes, because I believe we, as a continuation of our prior meeting, that is the agreement that those appropriate edits for dates would occur. That is.
Thank you, Madam, or Senator Baumgardner. You've heard the motion. Is there a second on the motion? Senator Peck. It's been moved by Senator Baumgardner, seconded by Senator Peck. Discussion on the motion, Senator Holland.
My apologies, committee, Madam Chair. Just what is 374 again? I'm being dense here. I don't know.
Amelia.
Senate Bill 374 would discontinue the property tax exemption for new developments of renewable energy facilities.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be funny. Did we just hear this earlier today? I thought it was different. Okay. Is that the same bill? Okay. That is the same bill?
Yes.
We worked earlier today. Okay.
Yes. Senator Peterson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As I said before, we worked hard in 2015 to bring some regulatory certainty across. I would hate to send the message to all of our energy industries that we are starting to change this again. Same thing I said before. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Clays.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Can we get an explainer on 2315?
Yes. Amelia.
Madam Chair, members of the committee, is it House Bill 2315? Yes, House Bill 2315 was a bill from last session that had a hearing, I believe in March of 2021. It would provide the higher education deferred maintenance tax credit for contributions to a technical college for capital improvements, deferred maintenance, or the purchase of technology or equipment. And it would amend a current statute to provide that credit. And it would, the current contents of the bill is that the credit would be applicable to tax years 2021 through 2025. And it would be limited to not more than $500,000 per taxpayer per year, not more than $500,000 to a single technical college per year, and not more than $3.5 million in total credits in any year the credit is in effect.
Committee, any other questions? Any further? Senator Kirshen?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I was just trying to organize this in my mind. So the bill that that's added on to it actually is an education bill with dealing with facilities, and that's what I would probably vote for. But I have the problem. I wouldn't agree with 374, and so that's the choice I thought it looks like I have to make. But I'm still not going to vote for 374.
We have a problem with the two-subject rule?
No, I don't think so, because we can amend it in committee. Amelia, can you address that?
I apologize, I didn't hear the question, I'm sorry.
He asked about the two-subject rule. One's property tax and one's income tax. So I don't think it's an issue for committee. It might be on the floor, but not on, if I'm correct.
I have a copy of House Bill 2315, and for the committee's information, the current title is an act concerning taxation.
Committee, any other discussion? All those in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. All those against? No. Motion fails. Okay, committee. Senator Holland.
Madam Chair, could we have the committee possibly reconsider Senate Bill 319, since I think we might have been missing at least one person, just for its consideration?
What are the committee's wishes? Senator, you need somebody on the prevailing side. Since the motion failed, you need somebody that voted no in order to make a motion to reconsider. Is there anybody willing to make a motion to reconsider 319? That was the sheriff's cell. Committee, any other? Nope, I don't think there's a motion. Motion failed. Once that failed, then there has to be somebody on the prevailing side to do a motion to reconsider, then we would have to make the other motion. It's the wishes of the committee. 15. Is there a second on the motion? It's moved by Senator Peterson, seconded by Senator Clays to motion to reconsider. Yeah, we do vote on it. So all those in favor of motion to reconsider, vote aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay? The chair is going to have to call division on this, I'm sorry. All those in favor, say aye, or raise your right hand. Okay. All those opposed, same sign. So 4-3. So the motion, the bill's back in play.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to make a motion that we pass 2315 out, favorable for passage.
Senator, I think that Senator Baumgardner has a motion to that bill before you do that.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's okay. Senator Baumgardner.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It is conceptual. I know at the time that the House was working on this bill, the ask was that not just technical colleges, but the community colleges would be included. So that would be my amendment, that we would have all of those, and it would be specific to that career tech education.
Thank you, Senator. I know the current fiscal note's about $3.5 million. Would that increase it, or would it keep it approximately the same? Do you know?
I anticipate it would increase it, but it's all based on anyone that actually is a donor.
Okay, and there is a 5-year sunset, and we could put a cap on it. There's a motion, Senator Baumgardner. Is there a second? Motion by Senator Baumgardner, seconded by Senator Peck. Discussion on the motion. Senator Holland.
Madam Chair, I apologize. I've gotten lost. I want to be sure I understand. So the motion was made to reconsider on 2315, which included 374 in it, correct?
Yes,
And now it's back before the committee.
yes,
So is 374 still in this bill?
yes. At this, we'd have to strip it, wouldn't we? Oh, no. Okay. So it's out. We're with the original bill.
Okay.
Even if we made the motion to strip it out, it would come out. So either way, it's gone. And if I would just have clarification that we stripped it. So
Do we,
we will make a motion to strip it.
374 out of the bill? Okay.
I'm going to clarify. The motion to reconsider puts the bill back in play as it was stated, that it is the exact bill that was failed on the motion. So that is still in the bill. We are still working the bill. We are on Senator Baumgardner's motion to amend to add community colleges Is there a second on the motion? Point of order.
My question is when I made the motion to pass the bill out favorable.
That motion was not in order. You're fine. We still have a few steps to go before you. I know.
Madam Chair, I think we do have a second. We
Oh,
did
it
have a
was
second.
Senator Peck. That's right. Thank you. So we're on discussion of the motion. Senator Clays.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Is there a difference in the way that capital improvement budgets are funded for community colleges versus technical schools? I seem to recall there being a difference.
Senator Baumgartner.
It's on, sorry. But it does include, I'm looking at this, donations made to the institutions, such as if they're going to start a diesel engine program, someone making a donation of a diesel truck, things like that. So it can include,
So it's beyond capital
it
improvements?
is, it's capital, it includes capital items.
Okay, I'm trying to recall exactly what went on here because there was at some point a bill where it was a 100% tax credit. This is no longer 100%, is that correct? And this is beyond your amendment, obviously. How does this one work?
I'm reading at the brief. I'm looking at the
Okay.
brief.
Thank you, Senator, I
Senator
appreciate it.
Clays, we will confirm with the revisor on the percentage of the tax credit.
I appreciate that. Thank you,
Thank you.
Madam Chair.
Senator Baumgartner.
While she's looking for that, I did receive a text. Not all community colleges have capital improvement levies. In fact, most of them do not.
Any other discussion while we're waiting? Senator Kirshen? Currently, the motion before us is to amend House Bill 2316 to include community college, 15. I keep inverting my numbers today. Sorry about that. 2315 to include community colleges. We'll make a motion. A motion will be entertained in order to remove those contents. But right now, we're on, the motion before us is the community college edition.
Madam Chair, were you interested in the tax credit itself? The language of the bill is that in no event shall the total credits allowed, the amount of the credit for each taxpayer shall not exceed $500,000 per tax year. The total amount of credits allowed for contributions to any one technical college shall not exceed $500,000 per tax year. And in no event shall the total credits under the subsection exceed $3.5 million for each tax year that the credit remains in effect. So that's the total cumulative.
Senator Peterson.
Does the credit keep the same caps on does the amendment keep the same caps on the community college? I'm seeing the head nod, yes. Thank you.
Senator Baumgartner, yes. Senator Clays.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just to expand on that question then, the credit, I understand the amount caps, but is it a 100% tax credit? Is it a 50% tax credit? I'm too lazy to read the bill. My apologies.
I see it.
Okay. Senator Clays, would you restate your question?
Just wanting to understand what the credit percentage is. Like I said, there was a previous bill that had a 100% tax credit, and I'm just trying to discern whether that's the same thing that's happening here or if it's different. In other words, if you gave $100, you were receiving a $100 tax credit. Is this, I give $100 and I get 50, I
Senator
guess, just
Clay.
by
Yeah, no,
way
that's
of
a
explaining what I'm asking?
very good question. Thank you, Senator Clays, and she's checking. And I think we may want to revisit that $500,000 cap too.
I believe the credit is 100% of the contribution up to whatever the total amount limit is. So it's a 100%.
So Senator, those are good questions, and we can entertain motions to adjust as soon as we dispose of the motion before us on the community colleges. Senator Clays. Okay. Thank you. Committee, any other discussion on the Baumgardner amendment? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion carries. We're back on 2316. Senator Clays, I did it again, 15. Senator Clays.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I think I made these comments back when we did this the first time around, but it seems to me that when you're offering a 100% tax credit for someone to give money to an organization, and then that person gets the money back from the state, essentially, that it makes infinitely more sense to cut out the middleman in the Department of Revenue and simply have us appropriate the dollars to take care of these facilities. Through the appropriations process, we've done a number of things for community and tech colleges. I think that the ask should be there for the efficiency of how we budget for the state of Kansas and for the fairness between the colleges that might have different levels of alumni support bases for each one of them. In general, I'm supportive of things that will help our tech colleges and community colleges, but I think this thing's just run far afield when it's a 100% credit as it is today. Thank you, Madam Chair. And
Senator Clays, would you, a motion would be in order to adjust that so it's not 100%? And we can make sure that it's not refundable too.
I would make a motion to make it a 60% credit so that the donor has some skin in the game.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Senator Clays, and is that non-refundable credit?
Non-refundable credit.
Okay, thank you, Senator Clays. It's been moved by Senator Clays, seconded by Senator Peterson to reduce the 100% credit to 60% non-refundable. Discussion on the motion. Senator Baumgardner.
I just want to say, I'm very comfortable with that amendment.
Thank you. And there is still the cap, the 3.5 million for the entire program. Senator Baumgardner. Okay. Committee, any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Senator Holland.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My motion would be to strip the contents of 374 out of the bill.
Senator Clays. The motion did not succeed, but we're just going to strip it to make sure that we know where we're at, okay? I know this motion will pass, so I'm not worried about it. The motion has been made by Senator Holland. Is there a second on the motion? Senator Peterson. It's been moved by Senator Holland, seconded by Senator Peterson to make clear that the contents of 374 are not in the contents of 2315. 16? No, I'm kidding. I did say 15. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay?
No.
Motion carries. Do you want to be recorded?
Everybody knows.
Thank you. Thank you, Senator. Motion carries. Committee, what else are your wishes on this bill? Senator Baumgardner.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just want to double check. Are we okay with, it does say the credit would have an annual limit of $500,000 for each taxpayer, not to exceed $500,000 for any one technical college. The total annual value of credits are not to exceed 3.5 million. Are we okay with the 3.5 million? Is the committee willing to go to perhaps 5 million since we are expanding from the set of the 6 technical colleges to the community colleges?
Senator Clays.
Thank you, Madam Chair. How many, I mean, I guess that's a hard thing to gauge, like what the size budgets are of those additional entities and what their enrollments are in comparison to tech colleges, since this was really built for tech colleges. Does doubling it make sense? Just going from 500,000 to $1 million, from 3.5 as the cap to 7 million, and we've got a 5-year sunset on it, right?
We do.
I'd be comfortable with that.
Senator, are you allowing the donation to go from 500,000 to $1 million per person?
Right, and then the cap for each college would be the same too, correct? I mean, you're talking about the person
I think that's
having-
a little generous.
You're having someone, though, putting in 40% of that, right?
True.
So they're only getting a portion of it back. It's not,
One for one,
generous.
okay.
but anyway, I'm open to all of those. I just wanted to show my support
So what
for
would
that.
be your motion, Senator Clays?
Oh, my.
Yes, it is now your motion.
Yeah, it's one thing just to talk about it. Let's move to change the $500,000 caps to 1 million and the 3.5 million cap to 7 million.
I will second that.
Okay, it's been moved by Senator Clays, seconded by Senator Baumgardner. Discussion on the motion, and I want to make sure Amelia has everything she needs on that motion.
Yes, just for clarification, I'm looking at the language on page 4, that based on the earlier motion to amend that passed, these provisions will not only apply to the technical colleges, but also to the community colleges. But where it reads in 2 portions, 500,000, that will move to 1 million. There's 2 provisions there. And then the total that is currently 3.5 million would go to 7 million.
Any other discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, say aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Senator Holland,
One more amendment be in order, Madam Chair?
anything's in order?
Is the underlying subject matter of the bill just tax?
It is.
Could I amend in Senate Bill 319?
May you?
May I offer it?
Is that a motion?
I don't think it jeopardized the bill, would it?
Senator, is that a motion?
I would like to, with the addition of 319 and not trying to screw anything up on the underlying bill, I would just offer that as an amendment.
Is there a second on the motion? Senator
I'll
Holland?
withdraw the amendment. Thank you.
Okay. Any other discussion, motions? Seeing none, what are your wishes on the bill, 2315? Senator Baumgardner.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move we pass out, so this would be Senate substitute? No, this would be just House Bill 2315 as amended, favorably for passage.
Is there a second on the motion? It's been moved by Senator Baumgardner, seconded by Senator Clays. Discussion on the motion? Seeing none. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Committee, I hope this is it. Thank you very much for your work. Thank you again for the staff and everyone. We're adjourned. Have a great evening.